In the twilight chambers of the Mordau caverns, echoes resonate not just of footsteps but of destinies rearranged. Here, in this mystical cauldron, the decisive clash between the battle visionary Karis Vane and the masked prophet Seranus forged an event that scholars and bards would recount for ages. It wasn't merely a confrontation, it was a cosmic dance, twisting the very fibers of reality. Beneath the veil. Star's light, Karis Vane was born, marked by the celestial augury. From birth, his eyes shimmered with a cosmic sheen, destined to behold and bend the strands of reality. Raised in the sanctuary labyrinth of Viridia, his prowess with the ethereal arts was sculpted amongst ancient scrolls and visionary relics. Walking through the petrified groves of Viridia, the young battle visionary perfected his craft. Each gesture and incantation wasn't merely practiced. It was an invocation of the very fabric of destiny, winding and unwinding at his fingertips. The Council of Elders soon recognized his boundless potential. They whispered that not since the days of sorrow had the world beheld such a confluence of celestial promise and earthly existence. Seranus' journey began draped in secrecy, in the secluded sanctum of Sibylline. As a child of the Forgotten Moons, he was taught the sacred texts, which spoke of the veils that cloak our truths and the light that can shatter those veils. Under the tutelage of the obscured faces, the masked sibyls, Seranus wove through complex narratives that shaped his understanding of reality and illusion. These lessons distilled within him a robust prowess over psychic energies and an unparalleled insight into the minds around him. His skill in altering perceptions and cloaking truths became tools, forging his path not only as a prophet but as a master of the hidden. He was to play a formidable role in the forthcoming upheavals of Earth, guided by visions that even the Sibyls hesitated to divulge. In the veiled corners of the world, where the light of knowledge rarely penetrates, the shadows began their silent spread. Born from Seranus' hidden teachings, these adepts of the dark had a singular aim: to unfurl the cloak of diminished nights across Ae. First encounter. Clash beneath the elder tree. It was beneath the ancient elder tree, whose branches whispered with the secrets of 1,000 years, that Karis Vane first crossed paths with Seranus. The air crackled with a palpable tension, as if the very atmosphere anticipated the clash of these titanic wills. Their eyes met, and in that gaze lay the unspoken acknowledgement of each other's significant role in the impending upheaval. Words were unnecessary. Their powers spoke for them, weaving and clashing in an intricate dance of energy. The ground trembled as Karis invoked the visionary's sigil, a complex pattern of light that sought to unravel Seranus' defenses. However, Seranus, cloaked in the prophet's aura, deflected with a countercharm that turned the air icy with its psychic intensity. Mystic tensions, the power of prophecy and vision. The powers wielded by Karis Vane and Seranus were not merely tools of battle, but were deeply entwined with their philosophical beliefs and their sense of identity. Karis, with his visionary insights, could see potential futures, crafting strategies that spanned across possible timelines. Seranus, however, wielded the power of prophecy to manipulate present realities, bending people's wills and altering perceptions. Karis' abilities allowed him a form of temporal chess, playing moves that affected outcomes seen only by him. Seranus, on the other hand, used his prophecies to create self-fulfilling truths, ensnaring foes in webs woven from their own fears and doubts. This dynamic created a fascinating conflict, as both sought to outmaneuver the other not just physically but in realms of possibility and mind. Rite of the Silver Pool, Baptism of Power. The Silver Pool, hidden in the depths of the Forest of Mirrors, served as a sacred site where Karis and Seranus sought to augment their powers. According to legend, the pool reflected not one's face but one's pure essence, revealing the innermost layers of one's spirit. As they each stepped into the shimmering waters, the pool rippled with a light that seemed to pierce through to their souls. Here, Karis's vision extended beyond the veils of time, while Ceranis's prophecies echoed with a clarity that shook the forest around them. This baptism was more than an increase in power. It was a profound transformation that deepened their understanding of their abilities and their inevitable confrontation. Amidst the escalating conflict, there came a moment of unexpected truce, facilitated by the ancient Pact of Emerald Fire. This pact, a relic of the bygone Harmony era, compelled its adherents to a temporary peace, pushing them to parley. Under the eerie green flames of the Emerald Fire, Karis and Ceranis debated their philosophies, their roles in the world's fate, and the potential paths forward. This fire did not just cast light, it revealed truths, sometimes uncomfortable, about the nature of power and the burden of knowledge. Their dialogue, while heated, forged a respect between them, a grudging acknowledgement that their powers, though opposed, were but two sides of the same cosmic coin. The ancient city of Ulthar, with its towering spires and labyrinthine streets, became the stage for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. Here, the ideologies of Karis Vayne and Ceranis clashed with a ferocity that even the stone guardians of the city could feel. As Karis's visions revealed the strategic avenues of attack and defense, Ceranis's prophecies sowed doubt among the defenders, turning allies into hesitant spectators. The battle was not only fought with swords and spells, but with the potent forces of certainty and doubt. The siege of Ulthar tested the limits of their mystical abilities, as both Karis and Ceranis maneuvered their forces in a chess game where every pawn was laden with the weight of potential futures and rewritten pasts. Descending into the shadowy depths of Mordor Caverns, the location known to be the nexus of ley lines, Karis and Ceranis sought the Heartstone, a gem said to amplify the user's innate abilities to godlike proportions. Within these echoing caverns, the air thick with the power of unbridled magic, both visionaries felt the surge of ancient energies. Here, their duel transcended physical boundaries, becoming a battle waged within the mind and soul. The Heartstone's power was vast, yet it demanded a sacrifice, acceptance of one's deepest fears and darkest truths. This pivotal moment was not just about gaining an advantage, but about understanding the profound costs of their powers. In the realm of battle visionaries, Karis Vayne stood as a paragon. His mastery of the art was not just in his ability to foresee battles, but in how he altered the very fabric of engagements with his strategic foresight. Through Karis's eyes, we explore the intricate dance of anticipation and counterplay, where each move is a ripple across the tides of time. His visions allowed him to see the flow of battle as no other, turning tides and directing outcomes with the subtlety of a maestro. His mastery, however, bore the burden of knowing too much, the torment of seeing potential deaths and destruction, and the solitude of bearing such knowledge alone. Ceranis, the enigmatic prophet, wielded his psychic abilities with a precision that could penetrate the deepest corners of the human psyche. His power to manipulate and mold perceptions was both a weapon and a tool of enlightenment. His guile lay in his ability to craft realities from illusions, making him not just a master of minds, but of the battlefield itself. Each of his movements was layered with psychological warfare, designed to undermine his opponent's resolve while bolstering the spirits of his followers. Yet, this power was a dual-edged sword, as the line between reality and fabrication blurred, leaving even Ceranis to question the authenticity of his visions and truths. As Karis and Ceranis' powers reached their zenith, the air around them crackled with the charged energies of their impending confrontation. In this unseen war, the battlefield was everywhere and nowhere, existing in layers of magic and mind. Their spells interwove, creating a tapestry of light and shadow, each thread vibrating with the potential to alter reality. This confluence was not just a clash of powers, but a symphony of ideologies, each note resonating with the core themes of destiny, power, and transformation. The unseen war was a testament to their capabilities, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in the realms of magic and influence. In the crescendo of their battle, a moment of clarity pierced through the chaos, an epiphany that reshaped their understanding of their conflict and its implications for the world of Conquest, Earth. This turning point came not from a spell or a blow, but from a realization shared between the two colossal forces. It was an understanding that their battle could potentially fracture the very essence of reality, leading to consequences neither had anticipated. Their epiphany led to a temporary ceasefire, a pause filled with introspection and a reconsideration of their methods and motives. The final duel between Caris Vane and Seranus was a spectacle of epic proportions. Set against the backdrop of the crumbling ruins of the Elder Tree, their confrontation was both a literal and a metaphorical shaking of foundations. Magic and might combined as they unleashed the full breadth of their powers, each strike and counterstrike resonating with the accumulated wisdom and wrath of their long journey. The duel was not just about proving supremacy, but about achieving a resolution to their deep-seated philosophical differences. This battle of magic and minds was a definitive moment that would determine the course of their lives and the future of Conquest Earth. In the aftermath of their monumental duel, the landscape of Conquest Earth was irrevocably altered. The magic unleashed had not only reshaped the physical world, but had also reconfigured the realities of its inhabitants. Caris and Seranus, forever changed by their encounter, emerged as different beings. Their understanding of power and its responsibilities had evolved, leading them to new paths that would involve guiding others in harnessing their abilities responsibly. The aftermath was a time of rebuilding and reflection, an era where the lessons learned from the conflict would forge a new understanding of magic and its place in the world. The saga of Caris Vane and Seranus left a lasting legacy on the world of Conquest Aerth. It was a tale that questioned the nature of power, the responsibility of those who wield it, and the impact of their decisions on the fabric of reality. In the quietude that followed their clash, philosophers and scholars debated the implications of their journey. The discussions delved into themes of fate versus free will, the ethics of power, and the transformative potential of conflict and resolution. This reflection was not just academic, it was a vital part of understanding how each individual could influence the larger tapestry of their world, shaping not just their destiny but that of Conquest Earth itself.